Music. The music is back. Music is back. La 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 la. Music is back. Music is back. La 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 la. Music is back. Music, and this is Artemis, of course. Shit. Music is back. Music is back. La 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 la. La 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 la. Music is back. Music is back. La 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 la. La 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 la. Music is back. Music is back. La 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 la. We're missing. La 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 la. An MS and. Okay. La 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 la. La 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 la. My voice is very nice. Probably not. However, some people might like it, some people not. But la 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 la. 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 La 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 la. I'm just doing one thing and then. Just setting something up and then we're gonna go in. Well. We are back once again for the billionth time this season. You've heard this joke way too many times. I am overusing this joke, but I like this graphic. But anyway, look at this. We're back in Principality once again. JT last minute cancelling at 20:59 my time, baguette time, of course, has decided. No. The Temple of Slowness now. We go to Monaco. Complete extreme opposite of Monza. Here's a track map that you see a billion times each stream. Anyway, I'm not wasting more time. Here is the results from last week. Of course, now down to 17 cars. One TF10 not showing up, and of course, we're now 9 teams instead of 10 due to GSR's closure, which has got a few former drivers racing tonight. Jeremy Gallonier completely destroyed the field ahead of Spezi and Abdullah Boulay and Marcel Pabst. But the big talk is not Monaco. I've just mispressed. But anyway, it is the team standing Thomas Enger 37 points ahead of TF10. They have to outscore TF10 by, I think, 18 points tonight to become champions. It's the same thing as I did last week, I think. Our memories. Oh no, they got 56 at Jeddah. 20 points or so to become champions tonight. Alex Santana still leading away, still 6 points ahead of Akava Guzzi. He's not on the roster actually, and 7 points ahead of Scott Holmes, who is racing tonight. So he'll be one to watch out for to take the drivers' standings away from TF10's Alex Santana. I believe Santana is not NOT here tonight. Let's get the stream up on my phone so I can interact with you lot. If anyone says anything anyway. It is not Artemis 2. Don't forget that. So yeah, now I can just stare at Monaco like you do each week, while I just get everything prepared for go time. Or did I not close this? Oh, I didn't as well. Oh, I did. Not that. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'm stupid. Everyone knows that, though. Two seconds. So just waiting for screen freezes. Ahem. One second. One. Oh. Anyway, let me just check if the race is actually... Okay. Let me make this closed. Close this. Close that. Alright. Birds. Yes. Source of meat, protein, birds. Singing while the cars are getting ready to go on the track. Let me just do this super quick. Okay. Let's go! Temple of Speed, fastest lap on the calendar in kilometers per hour. We are not using miles an hour because miles an hour is not good. Put in a chat if you prefer kilometers or miles. Anyone who uses miles will be executed by the guillotine. Well, cars hurrying out on track, unsurprisingly, of course, in the early minutes. 3 sets of softs for majority of people, if not everyone, of course, which means no way. 3 tentatives and 3 shots at pole position, which everyone will be hoping for. However, it's one of the track you need to be in the DRS, otherwise you will just get dropped. Well, this game it is a bit of a different story with dirty air. We'll admit. Dark skies, though. But, like, you know, that's just for you, all the evaporation of the good food, you know. Obviously, when you're making good Italian food, you need to get rid of the moisture and the water inside it. I'm saying absolute nonsense, but I don't care. Hence it's cloudy. But anyway. Well, Scott Holmes, fastest one on track on his outlap already. That just shows his levels of goatness. Yeah. Yeah. So as a goat. This is why I'm putting my bets on not Joe Marquardt, but Scott Holmes to win tonight. I was misinput, by the way. I don't agree with that. Thank you very much. Well, Scott Holmes, first one to start his lap, going all the way on the outside. Not that Alpine, though. That Alpine's taking the short run. I can see that Mercedes in the background is taking the long way around the Parabolica of... what is it? Oh, I forgot its normal name. It's got a name. It's not Parabolica anymore. It's Curva Alberetta, I think. Not Ascari, because Ascari's the ones before. Bref, who cares? 25.7 for... Oh, yeah. Ah, no. Grassmaster making his tyres look the same colour as his car. You can't be doing that, though, because it makes his car slower. No way. There's John Marquardt. Say hi to John Marquardt. There's JST, though, his teammate on his way, who just passed the Grassmaster Scott Holmes. DRS open for JST. Oh, the sun now is coming out. Because now you need the sun to heat up your food in Italy, of course. Yeah. Okay, well, JST's invalidated. I'm absolutely going to be saying the most utter nonsense, I think, during this stream. This has not gone well already, and we're already 4 minutes in. Well, Benjamin Letner has gone fastest with a 17.8. Here comes Joe Marquardt. Just because Joe Marquardt, you know, but it's Joe Marquardt. However, Thomas Eto Elliott is ahead of him which is why we're going to watch him first. Very tight at the top. That is alien Wi-Fi. Speedy goes faster by 22 thousandths. Thomas to Elia here to break the records. Bam! 17.3 banker. That's actually very good. I'll be honest. Even on my... Thomas said to Elia, are you playing from Mars, blood? Oh, yeah, 17.3 is banker. That's mental, actually. Let me just... 1 second. One. Let's see if it's not happening with any other car. It's Wiggly. Hello. Bye-bye. Here's Formula Kai. Who's validated 17.7, I think. Just had to warn Thomas said to Elliot about his lag. But yeah. We'll be watching Supply Raptor. Just because I feel like it, you know. Wow, he's invalidated though. What was the sum going to be? It's been 17.6. Lots of invalidations. Only 9 times on the board right now. Sin and JR is on his way. Because... yeah, okay. Well, both Ferraris, for God's sake. What, Smith? Oh, well, he's going 2 miles an hour. JSD in the pits. Well, 9 times on the board then. Alright. Whatever. Very close though. Between Simon Pfeiffer and Chuli. Only 2 tenths. And 1 tenth actually in the scissor in 7th. Oh, Monza livery. Has the other one got it? The other one's got it. Way! We've got 2 Ferraris with a special Monza livery. Let's go. That looks well nice as well. I love it. When I'm down with Ferrari now, I cannot use the number 1. I have to use Ferrari. With hards, it looks so clean. With mediums, less. So hard, soft or hards, it looks quite clean. Softs less than hards. Hards, it looks super clean. Scott Holmes has just started his lap. And I forgot about it. Not many of you interacting in chat today. What's up? All the time you are quite lively in a chat. This time I've just got 1 message. Talking about a banker, Mr. Thomas to Elliot playing from Mars. Yeah. Be sorry. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Although I'd like to see some comments in chat, just because it makes my day, you know. At least I'm talking for people and not nothing. Yeah, you should be better. Yeah. Your choice in the end, not mine. Skyrim's on his way. He's not eaten grass, although that looked a bit of a dodgy chicane. Not gonna lie from the offboard, and it's a 50 on 7. It's quite far off his teammate actually in the middle sector. Might pick up a very small. Oula! Mais non, alors là, non, mais I'm talking very weirdly, but I'm. What is that? Block him! No, carry on. Yes. Block him, straight line him. I dare you. Ah. Who was that anyway? That was Wiggly. Wiggly has given an almighty slipstream to Scott Holmes and then gave him dirty air in the Parabolica, which made once again Scott Holmes eat grass. No, mirror. Yeah, I think he's backed out as well. Well, we are none through this corner, so I don't know actually. It looks like he's still going actually. I can't tell. Well, yeah, my expression to that was very justified, even though if it did sound like I was brain dead. Wiggly, not a particularly fast lap right now, won't be getting slipstream off anyone, of course, as it should be. We should not be giving slipstream to other teams, of course. Thought that was normal. He'll be saying that he was far enough ahead of him to not block him. However, yeah, he's given him slipstream anyway. Third fastest, actually. Very good last sector from Mr. Wiggly here. Well, I'm just saying that because it might be good. I'm not saying that because it is good. I'm sorry. Anyway. Anyway, Rennie Klein on his way. British Rennie Klein, of course, as I say every week, based off TTM Weddle. 44 thousandths up in Sector 1. Currently P5 out of 11 times got on the board so far. Both TRT cars, by the way, still to set a lap. So are both AMS, and so are both ART, as well as JST from TF10. Absolutely crucial TF10 get this right this week if they want to have a go in Abu Dhabi, which will be our finale next week. Same place, same time. Maybe same commentator. Watch ART Smith on his hot lap. Where is he going through? I think he's coming around now. Let me have a look. Oh, he's on the lap. I'll have a look at him. Once running like across the line. Rennie Klein to third. Not bad. 1/10 and 30,000. Well, that made absolutely no sense. 13 hundredths faster than his previous attempt. I can't go to 13 directly. I have to go manually to 13. JART Smith, 52-0 split. That's not good. I'll just say that straight. That's not very good. But Smith on his way. If you do have any watch requests, pop them in chat. I will watch anyone you want. I shouldn't be doing that, but quite frankly, I don't care. Anything to make you look happy. Smith across the line, 18 ref. Okay. Okay, well, he's got a big job on his hands to do. 18-1, not particularly quick. TF10, JST on provisional pole. 17.257. That's a lap they've been looking for, probably. And that's a lap they need to be able to fight Tess. All or nothing, pretty much. This weekend, 37 points behind. Don't forget TF10 to Tess. 56 points, I believe, is the max from memory. Speaking of Tess, Scott Holmes is back on his way to start another lap. Maybe we'll be getting a little bit of slipstream. Probably not, because, you know, maybe someone with mirrors will be ahead of him. Shouldn't get dirty here this time. We'll be on board with him. I'll try to speak a bit louder because obviously the onboard is quite loud. Obviously, it's meant to kind of be loud. Well, some people prefer it quieter. Anyway. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. 93 thousandths down. After Sector 1, that's not good. That was very good chicane, though. Not perfect either, but he's very safe. It's Scott Holmes. Could be a used run, this. I don't... No, I think... No, it is a new run. Okay. Well... Oh, yeah, because he's probably used the same one before. I don't know actually which one he was using. Ah! How well, he's picked up a lot of time in the middle sector. He's gained 3/10 on himself just through the middle sector. Little bit wide at Ascari though. Just be careful from that. No slipstream this time, but no dirt. Yeah, and hopefully no grass on the inside. Very wide last corner actually. Shortest run up to the line. What is it going to be for Scott Holmes? It's 17.588. That's still, you know, that's still P4. Yeah, 3/10 off though. JST. That's quite a long way back, at a track that's composed of just straight lines and slight bends that go very slowly, but few corners. I think it's 11 corners. He's got 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go. He'll be easily able to make it for another lap. But yeah, him and Kirano Richel, Kairano, Second V-carb, second ART. I've got 5k points on this channel. What? Deutsch sprechen. If anyone clicks on that, you will not be able to come back here. Oh my god, what is this? Best viewers on, I'm not going to say this out loud.com. Remove the space. Important seasoning Mr. BF. Right. Mr. Advertiser, go find Venera's bridge and jump off it. Thank you very much. We are not interested. Goodbye. Anyway, Clarano starting his lap. Oh, a lot of cars coming out the pit lane now. You'll get a bit of traffic. Hopefully that Haas should not get in his way. He won't. Ferrari getting out of the way and you have one car. And the rest is free track for him into turn 1. I'm not watching on because it's going to be a headache now. Oula! Oula! Mais non, mais... He's just gone to France at turn 1 with that bump. Anyway. All the road. Not bad sector 1 actually. Credits to him. A little bit of gravel munching like Crowding would do. Coincidentally, same team as Crowding. Crowding might have been giving lessons to these lot. I've been giving lessons. How? What? We all saw that. That was out. But that's in, according to the game. Not bad at all. Oh. Do you know what? He was not badly on for a lap at all. He was only a 10th and a half-ish down on JST. That wouldn't have been a bad lap at all if you hooked up a last sector. So yeah. JST on his way to Tomasetto anyway. Joe Markle with Tomasetto Elliott. Scott Holmes just coming out the pit lane now. You have to get on with it. But of course I cannot go to 14th immediately. I have to go right down like that. Just to watch Mr. Sinan JR, who had a good performance in Japan on memory. Oh, we were talking about KFC. On his way, 10th up and a bit after the first sector. However, he's got a lot of time to make up this Mr. Lewis Hamilton wannabe with the yellow helmet. And what car number has he got? I can't see that. I think it's 9. Or let me read a number, please. Let me read the number. That's a 9. That's a 9. That's definitely a 9. Not picking up any of the slipstream though from that Mercedes. All right, interesting choice. He's 2 tenths up. Still got a lot of fun in the last sector. Looks quite neat through Parabolica. Can't lie. Up to the line, goes 10th. Final little 10th in the last sector. JST is well on his way, and so is Tomasetto Elliott. JST matching his first sector. Don't forget, a point is up for grabs in qualifying. The top 2 contenders in the constructor standings are both in having all their cars in the top 4. TF10, then TF10, then TES. Indeciso has just changed that fact and has gone P4. Checkered flag for Chuli's out. Formula Kai can only manage P13. Bunch of cars coming across the line. Rennie Klein only goes 7th. Jokin Wiggly goes up to 3rd. Great performance from him. Supply Raptor for TRT meanwhile up to 4th. Ollie Verasco stays 14th. Next cross line with JST. He was 10th up after sector 2. What is it going to be after the sector 3 cross line? It's 78 thousandths up and it's a 17.179. A 10th clear right now of Tomasetto Elliott, who's on his way and has invalidated. It will not be pole for Tomasetto Elliott unless Scott Holmes, who's a 10th and a half up, who's 4 tenths off JST. He needs his last lap to count right now. Mr. Scott Holmes around the Parabolica. Benjamin Letourneur has gone 4th fastest. John Marquardt makes it a TF10 1-2 now. Not anymore, because Scott Holmes has just made his way back up to P2, and that's the Scott Holmes we all were missing. Simon Pfeiffer has invalidated. Max Morrow is no longer on the lap, and Kirano, who went a trip across gravel, has an 18-2. And that is it. At the Temple of Speed, it is JST who has taken pole position. Ahead of Tess Scott Holmes, ahead of Joe Marquardt in the 3rd. I am very excited for this race, because both... I'll just give you a reminder, actually, of our team standings. As you can... I hope this is team standings button. This... Yeah, it is. Okay, right. So Tess are leading by 37 points. Don't forget it now. TF10 have to do a big performance tonight to bring the gap down enough so we can fight at Abu Dhabi. But yeah, that's... So obviously, as you can see, it is JST on pole, ahead of Scott Holmes, ahead of Joe Marquardt, and of Thomas Elliott. Both teams have both their drivers in the top 4. That's the headline of qualifying today. Wigley in 5th, Benjamin Letourneur in 6th, Spyraptor 7th, Insister 8th, René Klein disappointing from him. 9th, Simon Pfeiffer 10th, Speedy 11th, Sinan JR 12th, Formula Kai 13th, Smith 14th, and the rest, no. Too relevant. Was on for 0.3 and bottled everything. Yeah, we could see it in Parabolica. Ay. Not Parabolica. Ascara went all wrong on your initial lap. I don't know how it went on your last lap. I'm sure your tyres were completely dead. But yeah, not ideal. Not ideal at all. I'll admit, I got a bit of a headache. Can't lie. I'll try to do my best. Ah! The chrome front wing is there as well. The special livery front wings are actually up. EA have actually done their job and not kept regular front wings permanently. And the front wings on the pit lane are based off your livery. That's super cool, actually. Nice they weren't lazy with that. Like they are for bloody anything else in the game. Of course, Dirty Air is so broken. Slipstream is so broken. Everything about the game is broken, and they just do that. Pay attention to that. Yeah, cool. I'll say go at 29. Notice how they're all wearing red and white at the top in the paddock club. Rich people. But they wear red. They're all depressed. You can see. I mean, they're all cheering on absolutely nothing. But in their heads, they're all depressed because they're all Ferrari fans. And they're all very, very depressed from this season's results. And AMS not performing that particularly well either. So, it adds to the depression of the Italians. I am saying whatever right now, of course. My Lego car is breaking apart completely. Oh my god. Try fix it later. But anyway. Off that subject for now. because that guy at the right, I don't know if you can actually see that on the stream. You can. On the top right is wearing a blue shirt. And he's not doing anything. He's very discreet. Is he a secret agent or a spy among all those Ferrari fans? Secretly a Max Verstappen Red Bull fan. Or, in this case, a VRE. Maybe a Joaquin Wigley fan. Also light blue shirts as well. I mean, we've got a few Ferrari fans, not Ferrari fans, Red Bull fans cheering. Oh, hello, JT. I am talking absolute nonsense right now, waiting for the race to start. Only 16 of you in the stream tonight. Not many of you interacting in chat. Apologies. We've got an Aston fan, though. I've just noticed an Aston fan. Nothing new, of course. Aston fan among the Ferrari fans. You can see the green shirts, lady, cheering on Aston Martin. Tess, of course, fighting for Mercedes tonight. Tess versus TF10. Tess can wrap up the championship tonight if they really fancied it. That would take some TF10 taking out. Of course, now, don't forget TF10 taking the extra point for pole position. Well, in the name of JST. Hello, Varun. Oh, well, no lights. Why are the lights? Some of them have just gone on in the sound effect. Anyway. No. Everyone go call Ghostbusters right now. There are ghosts absolutely everywhere on the run down to turn 1 and still after turn 1. We got to call Ghostbusters, everyone. Everyone, ring Ghostbusters right now. Game's in an absolute state of tragedy. And anyway. It's now a TF10 1-2. Joe Marquardt takes P2 away from Scott Holmes. And now TF10 are controlling the entire field. Here are position changes because Supply Raptor has gained 2 positions. Sinan has gained 4. Jerkin has lost 4. Rene Klein, focusing more on his English skills, and his driving has lost 1. Good start from Kirano and Chuli, but not a good start from Olet Rescue and Smith, who's dropped to last. Not sure what's happened to him. Could have been good. 3 stops now, eh? I can't be the only one thinking that's a bit odd. 3 stops. Come on now. But anyway. Tyres. Bit dull, isn't it now? Everyone's on the bloody mediums. Oh, there comes some bloody. Anyway, Supply Raptor is supplying seals and has taken P4 away from Thomas to Elliott. Tess's day is starting to go downhill a bit in this race start. They've got to keep the crucial positions at the start. Here comes Inversizzo on his way ahead as well of Thomas Elliott. Inversizzo 2-in-1 at the chicane. Absolutely amazing. Sinan and Benjamin are side by side. Thomas Elliott is now 6th. At the start of a lap he was P4, but now he's down to 6th. Ay. Tess, what is happening here? Losing plenty of positions. Wonder if he's actually got a bit of damage there. I don't think he does. Mr. Thomas Elliott, as all the cars file their way through. Got a bit of a nose block as well, actually. But look at this. JST is gone. Joe Marquardt, the cork in the bottle. Joe Marquardt has assisted his teammate, huge assist, and has let his teammate go by 3 whole seconds in 2 laps. Scott Holmes obviously going to have a go at him. Joe Marquardt not going to fight that one. Scott Holmes goes a little bit wide. There's been a crash. The spinner crash. Spinner. That's Sinan JR, who's gone for a spin, as well as Supply Raptor, who's been involved in that. I saw chaos down at chicane. Thomas Elliott getting involved in some collisions. And that might have ruined some people's races. But as important for Thomas Elliott is that he's back up to P4. However, if he takes a penalty from that, be careful. Must be very careful because, you know, penalty equals bad. Obviously. Well, now Scott Holmes is getting... I don't know. It's interesting. John Marquardt is doing absolutely everything in his power to make sure JST has the biggest gap possible. He's either going to have a look. No, he's not. He's definitely going to come flying past, or if he does what he should do anyway, past Scott Holmes, and continue to completely put on the brakes to let JST go, to be as comfortable as possible. He doesn't want to pass Scott Holmes. You'd think he'd want to pass Scott Holmes to continue blocking. However, rulebook says he can't do that, I think. You can't just block everyone like he did. From memory. Right, what happened to Sinan? Oh, well, a little something happened at turn 1. Just this lap, or last lap, between Thomas Elliott, I think that's in the scissor involved. Supply Raptor, Sinan went for a spin on the exit of turn 2, unfortunately, because of the collisions. John Marquardt taking it very lightly, actually. Kironis back down to last. Something's happened to him. Don't seem anything... I don't know. I can't really see... But anyway. JST continues to lead. But Scott Holmes is now chasing him. Because John Marquardt doesn't want to... Yeah. Alright. Got hit by a test, I think. Or in the 1 or 2. Yeah. Sums it up. John Marquardt actually going to go for it this time, though. Send it. Go on. He's down on fuel. I actually can't tell. Oh, no, I think he's up. Anyway. Adverts. Apple Watch. Series 11. Don't buy. Nintendo Switch 2. Don't buy. Very expensive. Only the price of a kidney. Woohoo! Please be food. Please be food. And it's not food. It's working. Careers. Okay, don't care. Anyway. Joe Marquardt still chasing down Scott Holmes. He might actually... Well, we saw a lap or two ago that he wasn't going for it at turn 1 while being very clearly capable to. Well, I think this time he's a bit too close to not. And he is going to. Makes Tess a bit uncomfortable. Thomas Elliott, by the way, has passed his teammate as well. So Elliott up to 3rd. Scott Holmes down to 4th from P2. But now, will Joe be back on the block job? I think he will be. Yeah, I'm just slowing them down. Parking the bus for Joel Marquardt to let JST go. Tess are absolutely not going to be happy about that. Some rule book probably says he's not allowed to do that. Correct me if I'm wrong. With all of this, creating kind of dangerous situations down at turn 1. Look at this. Thomas Elliott does not want to pass Joel Marquardt either. So Joel Marquardt can just sit in none. However, Joel Marquardt's got it all wrong at Parabolica. And has let Thomas Elliott Oh, how has it got a DRS? Oh, the detection's... okay. The detection's outside of Parabolica. Scott Holmes absolutely not wanting to pass his teammate for whatever reason. But this has just let JST go by, like, a lot. Like, this is crazy. 5-second lead already for JST. Wild. John Marquardt is being the GOAT and the best teammate in the world for him. Because they absolutely need to secure this win here at Monza tonight if they want any chance of having to go back at Tess in Abu Dhabi under the lights finale next week. Be there or be any polygon you want, square, circle, whatever you want. Hex, as long as it's 2D. Has he gone into pause to just clip that? Alright, whatever. Looked to be one on my end. But Mr. Cairano, if he's fast enough, I think he might actually press front wing. Oh well, Thomas said to Elliott, it's going to go for it this time. On Joe Marquardt, not wasting any more. Oh. What? Aliens are back. Oh well, Thomas said to Elliott, not doing a great job of going after JST very quickly either. Scott Holmes puts himself big in the mirrors with John Marquardt. Oh, Tosetto Elliott's absolutely going for it right now. JST's just chilling.